They don't count down no more?
No, hold on.
So, is we live yet?
I don't know yet.
Family.
Hold on, you don't even know.
Welcome to the show. Did you push record?
Yeah.
Okay, then we live.
Oh, are we live? We ain't live yet.
We not live yet?
Oh, you waving at somebody. I thought somebody was outside. Like, who's out there?
Someone get there. Just don't throw that.
I don't like to start yet.
There we go, B. You live.
We live? Family. First, let me tell you, hello. Welcome back. Happy holidays.
Right.
Thanks for being patient.
We here.
We have made it back. We have Chance
Poop Daddy in the house.
in the house. Byron Smooth.
Like a wine cellar type of house type of town.
Yes, sir. We have made it to Brix Wine House. Chateau. Help me out.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Oh, I would have never got that. We done made it to Brix Charcuterie. And we're over at 7968 Kirchville. And we're going to get a huge lesson on wine. Mainly for me, because I'm not a huge wine drinker. But I like it. I just, right. So we want you guys to bear with us and hang in there with us. Tag all your friends, tell them to share. We're about to get it. I need you guys to know that we're about to learn from some people who have decided to.
Whoa, stop telling the truth. We about to drink.
We about to drink.
They waiting to drink, guys. They waiting to drink. I held them up, so these people are ready to pour as soon as possible. So let me introduce to you guys the proprietors of Brix Charcuterie.
Brix Wine and Charcuterie Boutique.
All right, we have Micaiah Westbrook,
That would be me.
and we have her husband Fran Westbrook.
That would be me.
They made it in today. Well, they allowed us to come in today to kind of showcase their place. We're going to show you around in a bit. But really, we're going to get into this wine. And what do we call this here?
Charcuterie.
All right, guys. Jinx.
Wait. So you were just saying the word and didn't know what it was.
No, man. That's why I'm here, so I can learn. Now, charcuterie is what, Micaiah?
It's fancy bologna.
Fancy bologna.
Is this chocolate bologna?
Right.
That is no chocolate bologna yet.
No.
But that's chocolate.
Okay.
But that's more the dessert side of it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, because we're getting into ports. So that's what that would be the end of your meal with charcuterie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going backwards.
Say that, friend.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at
Because
you.
we've been here before, right?
Yes.
And we didn't have the
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
we didn't
I
have
think she
the
said it with a hard R.
Yeah, when you say charcuterie, everybody has their own.
right. So we
Right.
seen Fran is the preparator of he just
He put
chopping
it together.
everything up there.
Okay.
So you come from left to right and bring it
Yeah.
down together.
So over here we have we start my left. That's a brie with cranberries on it. Yeah. So it's
always heard about brie.
Yeah, brie is really soft cheese.
Yeah.
Really good soft cheese.
Huh.
And it has dried cranberries on it. Next to
I
it,
see that.
apricots.
Okay.
Next to that is blue cheese from Holland.
Okay.
Some more apricots, and then we have some dark chocolate covered candied lemons.
And all this goes with wine.
All this goes with wine. So a lot of people don't know that cheese is actually a dessert when it comes to drinking wine.
Okay.
So if you eat cheese at the end of your meal, so when you look on the menu, sometimes you'll see cheese, or like a high-end restaurant, you'll see cheese for dessert.
Right.
That's true because cheese is an active dessert. So
Man, all I do is put it on my sandwich.
I know.
I know.
So you got to do something with your meal.
Right.
I
Right.
discovered mustard.
Yeah, mustard.
Yeah.
Monster cheese?
Mustard. I
Do
discovered-
you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
It's
Especially
really
when you
good.
melt it, on
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's just my little habit.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
good.
want to introduce the rest of the people at the table
Oh,
because, they people too.
Yes,
So
thank you.
they're here with us. What's your name, sister?
My name is Delia.
Delia. And
I'm Tanya.
all right, well, welcome to our Facebook Live.
Thank you.
We is here. And so what's the first wine we're going to try this evening? Because I know
First
y'all
one,
waiting.
we're gonna get it popping.
With the Cremant d'Alsace.
Say it one more time
Cremant
for the
d'Alsace.
people that wasn't cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on for your ass.
All right. Come on. We got some cremant for that ass. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to enjoy this Cremant. And while we do that, I would like to ask, okay, because I'm an entrepreneur myself. And I decided to do what I'm doing in entrepreneuring because of the field I was in. How did you guys get into wine?
Well, for me, I have to say, for me,
Is that for me?
Yes.
perfect, and it goes really well with that Brix.
The Brix.
Yes.
All right. Let me give you
So,
some Brix.
for me, it was something that I wanted to do a really long.
Crackers, though.
No, it's sparkling wine.
This is
It's a
sparkling
French
wine.
sparkling wine. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that that one from South Africa. That red one we had. I forget it. Never mind.
That's
Go
okay. But anyway, wine is something that we both actually love. I wanted to do it 15 years ago, and
So it's a dream.
it's a dream. It's a 15-year dream. But you know, all dreams come with a price.
Right.
You have the money.
Okay. Okay.
And you know, I held on to it. Thanks. I held on to it. We moved to New York, came back to Detroit.
Wow.
And before we moved back to Detroit, Fran was working at an ad agency, and he was thinking about opening an agency.
Okay.
But I was like, you know, New York does not need us. Detroit needs us. We
Right.
need to come back to the city
Right.
and be a part of the resurgence. And we just happened to live down the street.
Really?
He was walking past and saw the building, and my first response was, I do not want to be in the Domino's building.
Right.
Because this used to be Domino's.
Right, guys, you guys need to know.
Yeah.
This is right on the corner of Van Dyke
And
and
Kercheval.
Kercheval.
It's like the
Domino's.
anchor
Used to
to
be
West
Domino's.
Village.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be
Yeah.
over here all the time.
And it's the oldest. It used to be a bank. It was the oldest bank in Michigan.
Yes.
Called America, right?
And when I tell you,
Michigan
Michigan Savings.
Okay.
Michigan Savings Bank. Yeah, and it says it on the front of the building.
Right.
You know, the oldest bank in Michigan.
wow.
Yeah, which is really cool. So.
And when I,
we drinking.
yes.
Yes.
Look at the toast. The charcuterie.
I'm being able to pronounce it.
Yes. Yes, we learned it today. So, you got a question, Pooh? Because I got one. I just went blank.
Go ahead with it.
No.
You don't have it.
Yes. Not yet. I'm about to pull it up.
Well, y'all answered the question.
I love it.
Y'all answered the question about the location, a friend walking by. But you know what I love? Because I rode around the neighborhood.
Mhm.
And this bad boy is already nice.
Mhm.
But I see some more little added little sprinkles coming, like the East English, East Village or the
No,
condominiums.
you're talking about
The condominiums down here.
yeah, you're talking about near Island View.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood.
The
is
whole
changed.
neighborhood,
Yeah,
that
the
little
city.
street right there, and
Yeah.
I was just like, man, y'all.
Yeah. Across the street from us is going to be a
An apartment.
No.
Oh, right here.
No.
Oh, well, Gabriel Hall will be
Gabriel Hall.
across the street,
Okay.
which we are so. Hey guys, if you watching,
Right.
Gabriel Hall, they are the bomb.com. Listen.
What do they do there?
It's gonna be a Creole restaurant,
Oh,
and their
awesome.
food is
Oh,
so
Creole soul.
Creole soul. Their food is so absolutely amazing.
Right.
It is, but you know what? I do want to say this.
Go ahead.
I'm from this neighborhood, so
Right.
me and my sisters.
So you're
are
East
sing-
Side.
I'm East Side. So we've seen this area transition so many times, but it was like, you know what? What's gonna happen? When will it happen?
Right.
Is it really gonna happen in my lifetime?
Like,
Right.
for real.
Right.
For real, and I have to be
Yeah.
honest, I was a naysayer. Fran was more like, you know what, it's coming back, it's gonna happen. Me, I was like, yeah,
Right.
when is it gonna happen? But to see it and to be a part of it is really huge.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
hell, I went to the school across the street.
Wow. What
So-
school was that?
It was bustle then, but now it's, what is it, Marcus Garvey?
Yes.
Yeah, it was bustle. So I went to the school across the street, and to be able to come back into a neighborhood that raised me meant so much.
Right.
You know, that's a really big deal.
So, what I need you guys to know is this place has been totally renovated. I believe, honestly, they stripped it down to the studs, and you can see the love that they put back into it. It's really an eclectic
Yes,
spot.
yes, absolutely.
It's really pretty. It's
Tell
date
them about
worthy.
the warm.
They have a vault. You know, if you've never been in the vault, you can
They know that there
go
was
in
a
the
whole lot of
vault.
money in that box.
Right.
Feel the money.
Yes,
Go in the vault and chill out in the vault. It's really friendly. Let's go here. What are the services that Brix Charcuterie offers?
You want to answer or you want me to answer?
We do a number of things.
Okay.
You know, we do catering, obviously.
Okay.
We do charcuterie. We have a spring concept or our catering concept is called Rent Nick.
Mhm.
So you basically be able to rent a picnic. So you'd be able to get a picnic basket, put it in your bag, put whatever ingredients you want in your basket, come up here, rent it, go to Belle Isle for a minute.
Are you serious?
Yeah. and then
Oh
come back.
man.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Take that up, huh?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me get a better understanding.
French, you
Yeah.
gotta put the part on it.
It's love. It's all love. It's all love.
I'll explain.
It's all love.
When I was
a Bell moment. Hold on, wait, what? Hold on, explain.
All right, so
yeah, that's what I'm about to ask. I got serious questions.
So one day,
Hold on, you let me explain it.
Okay,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
so one day we were going up to our family cottage, and Makai said, "Why don't we just have a picnic while we up there?" So I said, "Okay, let's go." So we went to the store, and we started picking all the stuff out for what we're going to picnic basket.
Mm-hmm.
We have a picnic basket
Yeah.
number one,
That's
but
the
at
hard
the end of that, it was like $78. I looked at the bill, like, damn. I just spent $78 just for, not that I minded, but it was just
Right.
like, a light went off. Like, wow, what if you just walk up and just rent a picnic basket? Most dudes don't have picnic baskets.
Right.
Sitting
Most.
around.
Did you say most?
I don't
No,
know, man, dude. Sitting around with a picnic basket.
He from Finkel. I'm
Right.
from Finkel.
Ain't no picnic basket. You brought it up.
You from Finkel?
Yes, ma'am.
Who you know?
That's another show.
But most dudes don't have no picnic basket.
No.
But, it's fly to be able to take your girl out on a picnic. Shit that
I
next door.
agree.
So
We do that,
that's
but
what I'm
it ain't
saying.
with no
but,
basket and
but I'm
all
saying,
that.
ain't nobody going all the
But
shopping and doing all that. It's like an hour's worth of shopping plus
You'll win her
$78.
over every
So
time.
the point is, if you come up here and just go, hey, I can get a picnic basket, I can fill it, get the basket, and then I go take it for an hour, 2, 3, whatever we chilling,
Right.
and I just bring it back at the end. So
Right.
that's our catering concept.
I
Or
like it.
you
That's
can
dope.
make it even easier. You can just go online. We're going to add another portion of e-commerce site on
Okay.
our website. You'll be able to go online and just pick out what it is that you want in your basket, and then when you come up here, it'll already be prepared for you to grab it and go.
What's your website?
Our website is www.brixdetroit.com.
All right. Y'all heard it. www.brixdetroit.com.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's one of the services, and then obviously we
Private
rent out the
events.
space. Yeah, we do private events. So we rent
Okay.
space out.
So we can rent this spot.
Yeah, you can rent this spot. You can rent. A lot of people rent the vault.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fly. It's for like maybe 10 people.
It seats 10 people,
Yeah.
and the fee that is required, it covers the food and the wine for the bar.
So that's like VIP.
It's VIP.
Yeah,
it's
there
service
you go.
all day.
Yeah.
All
Right.
day. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
You get a private
You know.
chef that comes. He does a
Come
big
in.
board for you, big charcuterie
Yeah.
board for you. He lays it
Comes
out.
in. And one thing about the vault that I really, really like is you can make it really fun for everybody.
Right.
You can either pick everything you want yourself, or you can bring your group in and all you guys pick something different.
Mm-hmm.
And just experience a totally different meal
Is there
that's curated by you and your friends.
Is there a package deal price?
So the vault starts at a $250 minimum,
Okay.
and that goes toward the purchase of your food and wine.
Okay.
You can do a moderately priced wine, or you can do a higher end wine. It just depends on what you want to do. You don't have to stop at $250.
Right.
We encourage you to go further.
Okay.
We encourage that.
All right.
But if you look at it,
Maybe here for my birthday.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you look at it,
Your birthday,
it's $25 a
If
person.
it's 10 people, it's only $25
I don't know
per
too many
person.
people.
That's nothing.
Right. If you decide to do the vault.
Right.
And that's kind of the concept behind Brix. Like we're not a lot of when you think of wine, it's pretentious, and we just a local neighborhood wine joint. Like you come in here and you have fun, and you can buy a bottle for a moderate price.
Amen.
We got
Yeah.
charcuterie board. We're not trying to kill nobody.
Right.
We just want people to really experience wine the way we have. We've been blessed to be able to experience wine on all levels, like from the highest end to going inside of
To Boone's Farm.
to going to Trader Joe's. $2 Chuck.
That's
You
time.
know what I'm saying?
I love to work. I love to work.
But we go up, so but I mean, we had a chance to experience it, so we just want everybody else to experience it.
Right.
And it's a lot of great wines out here for a great price. And,
Right.
and I think Brix is priced really well for this neighborhood, and for people that aren't familiar with wine and want to get into it. So we just make it comfortable for everybody.
Hey, amen.
And that's kind of our concept.
Yes.
And if you want to go a little higher, we
Right.
can accommodate that too.
Yeah.
But we're not,
Right.
I think we think more about the farmer.
Right.
Yeah, in terms of how they look at wine.
Yeah, and how they look at wine. You know,
Yeah,
some dudes sitting at the table and it's overall just enjoying a glass of something.
And it ends up hitting our table, and that's like a $2,000 bottle of Bordeaux. But the farmer that picked it is in this, like Bordeaux. So I mean,
it can cost $2,000.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
That's
wow.
nothing. Like that's $2,000 bottle is nothing.
Yeah.
A Bordeaux. Now, what is Bordeaux?
Bordeaux, it comes from a region in France.
Okay.
And it's basically the way that they harvest their wine, the way that they store their wine.
Okay.
And it's a bigger, fuller body.
So you can get a cheaper bottle of Bordeaux?
You can get, absolutely. Yeah.
You can get any varietal at any price point that's comfortable for you.
Right.
You
Right.
can.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of like
Should I get Bordeaux on the table?
It is
There's
not a Bordeaux.
no Bordeaux on the table. But
we have some other ones I think you'll dig because you
Yeah.
guys came in here before,
Right.
and there's a couple that you had,
Right.
so we just brought those back so we can explain.
Which we can appreciate.
Yeah, and you know why? I mean,
Right.
we did
So this right.
because most dudes, like honestly, they're not in the wine.
No.
Like,
Right.
And it's like,
Nah.
wine ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Get it
But
from me.
we got some wines that put you on your back.
Yeah.
Right.
Like seriously.
Yeah, that port was pretty
That
good.
is.
Yeah.
I'm sold on the port.
I
Yeah.
believe you. I saw the post.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
you are
sold.
sold on
Yeah,
it.
so we have
It's
two
my
ports.
drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We have two
that's-
ports, and then we have
Pinot de Chiron.
a Pinot de Chiron,
Yeah.
which is a cognac infused.
Mm.
So cats like
Yeah.
like Remy.
It's good.
It's
really
it's
good.
actually a
I enjoy
wine
those
that's infused
sweet.
with cognac.
It is sweet.
I like sweet stuff. I do.
It is.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too. I mean, I like that.
Frank, can we taste it?
Yeah, all right, so we're gonna work our way down.
Yeah, we got to work our way down,
So,
man.
yeah, you got.
Oh, we got.
everybody.
Yeah, we got to. Yes.
All right,
So I'm ready.
So most of the
Oh, we
champagne.
going in the circle or something?
Yeah, so
Okay.
most of the champagne is kind of a palate cleanser, just
Okay.
get everybody primed.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that really cleansed my palate.
It
It
did.
did.
It felt, as soon as you said it felt like my palate got clear.
So- We can go to a rosé if you guys are interested in going to a rosé.
I'm interested in whatever you're offering.
Okay, we can go to a rosé,
go
which
to
I
a
absolutely
rosé.
love.
So this is a sparkling wine too.
Yeah,
Even though it has
it-
a cork and everything, it's still
it's sparkling, right? So
Okay.
But I mean, there's different,
I don't know. Maybe we have people just coming to say hi.
I'm okay with that.
but there's,
Should I excuse myself just for a minute? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Fran Porn.
No, we still going.
I'm pouring.
So while Fran is pouring, do you ladies have like a wine that you really love? Like
I like Moscato.
you like Moscato?
That's the only wine I drink.
Oh, that's the only wine you
I'm
drink.
Not
getting
tonight,
converted
though.
over.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the Chateau de Chiron.
She likes the Chateau
You hear her?
de Chiron.
I like the ports, and I like
Yep, same. Well, okay, so little education on that.
Yes.
So
This is a
champagne.
champagne
Champagne, yeah. Currently, yeah, it's a flute. So a lot of people believe that wine is supposed to be served in a flute, not necessarily. Like you go to France, they serve it in the same wine glass. So when you guys drunk that out of the flute, which is cool, that's one glass. We're gonna drink this one out of a regular wine glass.
Okay.
That's how we get down.
I'm all for that.
That's how we get down. That's not wrong
In
either.
front of me so I can keep track.
So, are we getting any feedback from Facebook? Facebook, do you guys have any questions for Fran or Micaiah?
Okay, where are we now? We're on.
Right now, we're moving on to the, what is this called again?
This is Scarpetta. It's a brut rosé,
Scarpetta.
and it puts you in the mind of prosecco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell them the difference between champagne and prosecco.
Now, I have a question about drinking wine.
Okay. What's your question?
Actually, I have a couple.
You guys.
Now, is the swirling necessary?
Thank you.
It is for red.
Yeah, it depends on swirling does have a purpose. It's not
It
just
does.
for looks. Swirling
Okay.
is basically open up.
The wine, it
The
helps
wine,
aerate it.
Yes.
How long are you supposed to let wine breathe?
So it really depends.
On how big the wine is.
Yeah, because some wines you can let breathe. We have a wine that's Solagi Chiro. Chiro is the actual grape. It's pretty big, and the longer that it sits, the better that it tastes. It opens up. Some wines need to open.
Yeah.
Right. Now, when you say open, that means open the bottle and just let it sit there.
And let it sit, swirl, you know.
I mean, wine, the cool thing about wine, one of the reasons why we chose to do wine was because it's a living spirit. So, you know, from the time that it grows to crush, till you crush it, till you put it in the barrel. It evolves. It constantly evolves. When you distill a liquor or any kind of fruit or whatever, it kills it.
Wait. So is that why they call it wine and spirits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
And if you
right,
think
exactly.
about it, it's two different energies.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we don't do spirits right now, but we are moving into spirits. But if you think about it, when you come in here, and hopefully it will stay that way, I believe it will. With wine, everything is just kind of laid back and
Right.
relaxed.
It is. Yeah.
You wake up in the morning and you actually recognize yourself.
Right. It's not.
Which
It's
is
not.
which is really a big deal
Right.
when you get over 40.
Yeah, you can't party like that. You got to get your hangover game tight.
But
We all trying to go to work tomorrow.
if I could piggyback off of something Fran said also is, I think for me, when I think about wine, it's the closest thing to life. You know what I mean? So when a woman gets pregnant, from the time the fetus is in her body, it's doing something different at every instance. At every turn, it's doing something different. From the 9 months that the woman carries the baby to the time she gives birth. Every day we are a different version of ourselves. With wine, it's the same thing. When you think about it, you think about the farmer, you think about the soil, you think about him pulling the grape from the branch, you think about the fermentation process, you think about the wine being put into the bottle and added, and then poured into your glass, to your tongue, to your stomach. At every instance, it's something
just
totally
keeps evolving.
different.
Right.
It constantly evolves into something different. That's the closest thing to life that you can get.
In terms of drinking.
Yeah.
Drinking out of the bottle.
Yeah, in terms of drinking. So it's life. It is. It's a living, breathing thing. And it's just one of the, for me, and I believe for Fran too, and most people that love wine, it's just so natural.
Now I have another question. And my question is, okay, I have this really nice wine bar at my house, and I actually have wine in it.
Sweet.
I don't drink a lot of wine. I got wine with dust on it. How are you supposed to care for wine that you're not going to immediately drink?
Light is like the worst thing for reds.
Okay.
It's horrible for me.
Yeah. So you want to keep it in.
I don't think I have any reds.
So you want to keep it in a cool, dry place.
Okay.
That's why.
Cool
That's why.
dry
That's
place.
why cellars.
Yeah.
Like wine is.
Where yours?
Dining room. It's in the dining room.
What the heat on the hot?
Right.
Yeah, you might want to just keep that for display.
Put that in the basement. Huh?
Right.
Okay.
Display. But so to that you want to make sure that wine is in a cool, dry. That's why it's in cellars for the most part.
And
Kind
there's
of
different
underground.
temperatures.
It has different temperatures
For
that
red and white.
for
Oh, I like
red and white that you serve. Scarpetta.
What is this?
Scarpetta.
Scott, I can't even.
You taste the strawberry. That's actually how they say it.
Oh,
Scarpetta.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
see,
but
I
you
know
can taste
that.
the strawberries in it.
Yes,
Where's
I like it.
Scarpetta from?
I like this.
Italy.
Italy.
So
traveling the world right now.
So the difference in that is each one comes from a different region. They all sparkling. So there's a sparkling one. Champagne is called champagne because it comes from the Champagne region of France.
Right.
Anything outside the Champagne region of France is a sparkling
It's a
wine.
sparkling wine. It's the same as
It's the
cognac.
same. It's the same. Cognac, same thing.
Cognac.
It comes out of
Cognac.
France is like a beast on their trademarks and on their branding. Like anything that comes out of those regions ain't champagne,
And it was a
ain't
huge
cognac.
issue where people were saying it was champagne.
Yeah, it was champagne.
And it was
So they
actually
fought it.
sparkling wine,
Yeah.
so they fought it.
Yeah.
And I think the greatest issue, if I'm not wrong, Facebook correct me if I'm wrong, their biggest issue lied with California.
Yeah, California tried to get up in there. Like, yo, it's champagne. Like,
It's a country
Oh,
all
California was
itself.
trying to make champagne.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody's making sparkling
Everybody's
wine.
making sparkling wine, but
But
you can't
because
call it
it's, you
champagne.
can't call it
You can't call it
champagne.
champagne.
Unless it
So
comes
anything
from Champagne.
Champagne region of France. So
Interesting.
everybody calls it something different. Cava, Prosecco,
Cremant. But you can find sparkling wines that's really good.
Yeah.
You know.
So wait, I'm still stuck on this champagne thing.
Yeah.
So all champagne
comes
Like
with
Ace of
champagne.
Spades.
Ace of Spades
It has to
all
come
that
with
stuff.
champagne.
A smaller region in
Yeah.
France called
Oh,
Champagne.
they got a lock on the whole.
They got lock on, yeah. They got
Oh,
lock.
yeah.
That's a monopoly.
That's a
Oh,
monopoly. Yeah. It's called Champagne. That's the name of the region.
All right.
So that's where it comes from.
Wow.
And,
I ain't mad at that.
port comes out of Portugal.
Portugal.
So it's short
Really?
for Portugal, yeah.
Yes.
Man, I knew I was gonna get an education
But
today.
to that, cognac is the same thing. Cognac is brandy.
It's brandy.
This is brandy too, but because it comes out of cognac region of France, it can only be called cognac. But it's only
So
brandy.
you telling me all cognacs come from France?
No, I'm telling you, yeah, all
All
cognacs come from France. Yes.
Yes.
All
Wow.
brandies come from other regions, but all cognac and brandy is the same thing.
Wow. I knew you guys were gonna
So
learn
cognac
something
is
today. It
brandy.
wasn't just gonna be me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So some folks think we just doing
Yeah,
this
cognac
because
is
it's
still wine.
it's
wine.
Cognac is
Wait,
still
wait, what? Cognac is a wine?
Cognac is
Okay,
a
so,
wine.
alright,
Yes.
so
So the brothers do drink wine. Brothers drink wine, man.
Yes, cognac is a wine.
Yes, it's a wine.
It's a fortified wine.
It's a fortified. Now, what does fortified mean? I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop you on everything. Everything I don't know. That's why we're here. It's fortified, so it's just strength.
It's more strength in the
Okay.
grape. So basically, what they do is they distill it like they do all other like vodka, gin, whatever. So they give it to a boiling point. So they distill it. So that's the only wine that doesn't evolve. It stops the process of evolution. Cognacs, brandies, that kind of stuff. And then they add other ingredients to it. So
It's when brandy is added.
yeah, it's one brand is added. So those are fortified wines are stronger content because the way they process them is more sugar in it.
So you
There's more
think
alcohol.
of like a port or a
Yeah,
sherry.
port.
Like sherries can go up to like 24% alcohol.
Wow.
That's
Sherry.
right.
I never had sherry.
Yeah. That's like competing with like vodka straight.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, what you drinking right here? What is it?
Yeah, the port.
That's nice,
19%.
Yeah.
Yes, because when I took the port home, I bought a nice bottle.
Yeah.
Took it home. I thought I was gonna drink it with my wife. I tell you when she had a sip, and so I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna have some wine. I bought the bottle.
Right.
You know, I don't know how long it's good for. So I'm drinking it, watching the game. When I tell you I got a serious buzz,
Oh, no,
It has a long
Right,
shelf
it
life
tastes
too.
good.
Think of it as
It has a long shelf
Think
life.
of it as if 19%.
So I could close it up, and put it away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it has more sugar. in
You
it.
said you put yours away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
finished
has a
that
long
one.
shelf
Yeah,
life.
it has a long shelf life.
Mhm.
But think of it as, if it's 19%, think of it as, that'll be 40 proof.
I'm gonna tell you this. Let it cool, let it warm up a little bit.
I like
sit
it
there.
better warm.
Oh yeah.
I actually liked it better warm.
You know what? It is
The
good
reds.
warm, and also you can do
That was gonna
with
be
the
one of my
white.
questions, too.
Right, you can
Right.
put a little club soda in it. I mean, in Portugal,
white
that's
ports.
what they do with the white port. They put a little club soda in it with a twist of lemon, and they drink it like that.
Not the mixed drink.
Yeah.
So what kind of cheese can we eat?
All right, so with this one, you want that, like that blue cheese to go. You want something that's that is like different than what you're drinking. So this is really sweet. So you want something that's maybe a little more twangy, just for a better word.
That's definitely blue cheese.
Yeah, blue
Yes.
cheese. Yeah,
Right.
twangy.
Yes.
So kind of go together. And you can do chocolates with it. You can do apricots with it. You know, you can go sweet on sweet. Both of them work.
Oh, right now.
And when you think about pairing your wines, you want to go from lightest to heaviest. So you think about light wines, light foods.
Now, is wine supposed to be served cold? Or?
Well, not red.
Not red.
No, not red, typically.
Okay.
You know, but white, yeah, you know, yeah, I mean, you can do room temperature because some people like room temperature, but if I'm gonna sit and drink a Sauvignon Blanc or a Sancerre, I'm gonna drink it cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has room temperature.
Yeah.
Room temperature and it has refrigeration for wines.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the cool thing about wine is you can mix the grapes. Most people think, oh, I'm drinking dark, I can't drink light. That's not true.
Yeah, we had
It's the
this
same
girl come in
grape.
and it was like,
Right.
I cannot go from drinking Sauvignon Blanc to drinking Merlot, and I was like, why?
Right.
Yeah, you
It ain't
can.
like liquor.
Yeah, that was my question. We sitting here drinking, and we can mix all of these.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
mix
yes.
all-
We can
because,
still walk.
because
And still walk out of here.
well, I don't know if you're gonna walk out of here, but
You won't have like the effect that it'll
Right.
have on you if you're drinking cognac and vodka.
Right.
The difference is,
This is smoother bud.
well, the
It
difference is
is.
it's the same. The grape ain't changed. You're drinking the same thing. It's a grape. The difference is they left the skin on the red one and they took the skin
Skin
off
off
the
the
white.
white.
That's
Right.
the difference.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so
Wait.
you gotta understand the skins on the grape.
So when they barrel it, they just leave the skin on, so it turns into red. And obviously they do other things to make it more
Right.
robust.
Really?
Different grapes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. So
Wow.
that's why you can mix it. You can go red to white out there.
Wow.
So we do. You can go from champagne to red to white. It don't matter.
You can drink everything on this table and
Right.
still be okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
This is the best plant-based
We go.
There. And then I can get a shot of tequila at the end of the night.
This is a great plant-based diet.
Right.
No,
I like this wine. This
This
is
is
really
good.
good. Go ahead.
Cheers. We should.
Damn, we haven't cheered.
Cheers. Wait, you don't have to give me any glass. Maybe something else. Wait, let's just kill it.
He gonna say it's the drinking side of it.
We're over here. Hey,
Drink it, son.
Let's just kill
I'm
this
just saying.
thing.
Are we the drinking side over
I'm
here?
Hey man, cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us.
I know.
Thanks for letting us come back.
So, go ahead.
I got a quick question
Go ahead.
because he got a whole bunch of wine questions.
Yeah, my stuff
Let's
is.
switch it up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Holidays is coming up.
Amen.
Right?
Mhm.
Thanksgiving. Now, I remember you told me you're from a big family.
Mhm. I'm number 13.
How many?
13.
That's a lot of kids.
It's the
Where you fall
one.
in at?
I'm the middle child.
Middle of 13, so that you like 7 or 8?
Somewhere down there.
They lost count.
I'm number 13.
Right, okay.
Oh, you the baby?
I'm
Yes,
number
she's the
13.
baby.
All right.
Did she
And
act like a baby?
And I'm
Oh, most definitely.
Wait,
Yeah,
y'all said wait.
All
These
three of
are
them.
the
Wait, you ain't met me.
No, we ain't been
You
to
meet me now.
Oh, no.
I'm the oldest.
You were here.
I'm the oldest of the second set.
Oh, okay.
It's a family spot.
Yeah, it's 13 of us.
All right.
Wow.
She's
older than me, but we have some-
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah,
I'm in the middle.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
She's older than me.
Okay, so Thanksgiving dinner, how's that? Is it everybody in one place or what?
It used to
We
be.
it used to be, but we'll try to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got cooking I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Do you? I'm actually cooking right now.
Yes. You say you are? Go ahead.
I'm cooking right now.
He the chef.
I cook.
Yeah.
Didn't you just hear us talking about her not knowing where her kitchen was?
I drink the water.
Right.
I drink
They
the
didn't know where the
water.
kitchen was.
Hey, you just told me you ain't
I
know
did.
where
I
your
just
kitchen was
pour
in your
my
house.
kitchen.
You said you don't know where the kitchen is in your house. She was somewhere in there. I
I'd
smell
rather
it.
nurse. I'd rather.
Right, I smell stuff.
All right. You were in here when she was
Right.
saying she didn't know where the kitchen
Wow.
was. That's hilarious.
I know where the kitchen is.
So,
But I don't.
so any big plans for the holidays or any events coming on up here for the holidays?
Definitely.
Well, we have some events popping off up here, of course.
Okay.
We just did this great art show with these amazing artists.
Yes,
Oh.
it's beautiful.
I knew I didn't see this last time.
Right.
Oh, it was absolutely
Oh, that's right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Sydney James curated.
Wow.
Sydney James.
The world-renowned Sydney James
Wow.
curated these pieces in here, and the artists that contributed their work, they're absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah.
stuff. So we're gonna do this once every 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So they're rotating.
Yeah, we're rotating.
Yeah, we'll be rotating
art.
that.
We have a DJ series coming up.
December 13th is kicking off with Drake Pfeiffer. He's kicking off the first one.
Five them.
We're excited about that. That's a big deal.
I just had something I missed. and I was
November
mad.
29th, we also
Oh,
have
we have the,
a wine dinner with Mobby, Michigan's largest sparkling winemaker.
Wow.
He's coming in himself to do the dinner. We're so excited. We're so
Let's
about
cover
that.
only a few tickets
Yeah.
left.
It's tickets
only a few.
Yeah, it's only a few
Yes,
left.
only a few tickets left. They can go right to our Facebook page, Brix
Okay.
Detroit.
Okay.
BRIX.
BRIXDetroit.com/Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook.com/Brix Detroit. I'm sorry, I'm drinking. You can go there and it'll show on our events tab that we have a few tickets left for that. Those
Yeah,
tickets
sure.
are $60.
Okay.
Four course.
It's a 4-course charcuterie meal
Yeah.
Oh wow.
with a cheese dessert.
I ain't mad at y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got a cheese
Hey,
Pair with the wine.
Pair with the wine. So
And then we even the art show we did.
we paired wines with the art.
Wine with the art. So,
That's probably what you said.
Yeah.
No,
So-
it was something with champagne.
I'm mad I missed
A
that.
couple days ago.
No, that's coming
That
up.
was the art show. We had champagne and a walk for the art show. Marvelous sparkling wine. And a few days before that, we did a pop-up with Gabriel Hall.
With the gumbo.
Who's opening up over there. Listen,
So
that is so dope.
Wow.
That
my
food,
favorite word.
3 cups.
oh,
Yeah, in an hour.
that food was so good.
Wow.
It was
It
crazy.
was so good. It was standing room only.
Wow.
Yeah. We paired wines with that.
Maybe you guys will partner up more often.
Oh, we will,
We
absolutely.
will. We're trying to do
I
something.
mean, those are people,
Absolutely.
man. Like,
That's good.
I love that.
those are
I
people,
love the
so-
fact that you're willing to work with people like you.
Yeah.
Y'all not even open today. Y'all open up
No,
just for
man,
us
I
to
mean,
come
that's
in.
the whole point.
We appreciate
Yeah, that's the whole point of this, man. Like, you don't do this by yourself.
Right.
And everybody that say they do their line, like, it's a community. And
Amen.
It takes a community
Right.
to do this.
Amen.
And it's built on the way we was raised. We was raised like this. Everybody helped each other back in the day.
That's right.
You know what
Fran,
I'm
you from
saying?
the east side too?
No, I'm from the West.
Okay.
But I've been living in the East.
West Side.
West
Right.
Oh,
I ain't mad at it.
But listen, we gotta give a shout out
Right.
to Thrift on the app.
Amen.
Tanisha and Christopher, thank you so
Over
much.
on Cass
Thank
Avenue.
you, thank you, thank you.
Don't give her the
thank you.
address.
I'm not gonna say the address.
Never get an address right. Don't even
Right,
think about
don't get
saying
an
I just say what I know now. It's on Cash,
Okay,
y'all.
that's fine, but you know what?
Yeah.
They in Midtown.
I always say that's one of the flyest couples in this city.
Absolutely.
You
I
know
can't
what I'm
argue
saying?
with you.
We live in a world, don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with Fashion Nova. I don't
I
bought their
love
stuff.
that.
But
Yeah. It's all good. It's all love.
they have rare finds. They have things in there that, and
I see her with a jacket today, the little
they just
Christmas
so
jacket.
stylish.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, they the freshest couple. in the
Yeah,
country.
they like, they the truth. And when they came in here, I was having a moment.
Uh-oh.
It's so
We
funny
moving on?
because
We
they were
moving
like, listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Yeah,
We a
yeah.
village.
Right.
And I believe that, like, you know what I'm saying? So shout
That's why I
out to
wanted to
them.
make sure I was here today.
Yeah, shout out to Thrift on the app. Let's give a
Thrift
toast
on the
as
app,
soon as we
yes.
get our next drink.
Yes.
Thrift on the app.
You need Brix get toast.
I know.
Yeah,
All
so.
right. All these glasses ain't mine, y'all.
Did you just down your scarpetta?
Yes, I did.
So we're moving on. What we moving on to?
That's
What are you
Let's
doing?
go around.
So we're doing tornadoes.
How you get through
I
that?
don't
That's
know.
my favorite.
I don't think
This is
Byron
good.
knows
You
that.
have to drink it.
What's
Don't
happening?
forget.
Right, this was like not supposed to
It's
be.
sweet.
Oh, no, that's not.
Oh, no, that's your next class.
Oh, that's my next class. Okay.
There you get right.
I ain't a lunch. I am not a lunch.
Drinking side over there, they ahead of the game over
I'm
there.
trying to taste the brie though.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
have
but
to
I-
taste the
but I
bread.
ain't
Let me
gonna-
see if I
Alright,
can get
that's cool.
some little forks for you real quick.
All right, so.
What it tastes like? Is it like salty?
Oh, it's got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
For real?
But it's soft though, right?
It's very soft.
So the brie, you would eat the brie with what?
I would eat with wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do brie with either the chateau.
Oh, wow. Okay, we gonna do that.
That's
That's all you ready to say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a cheese pie.
Right?
I love cheese.
Yeah, I would do the brie with the chateau. I would do the brie.
That's got a lot of inflections in it.
Like what, yeah?
I can't really call it, and I could, but it's got a lot of flavor and different.
Yeah.
It keeps switching on the
You wanna
bite.
try it?
Is it spicy or something like that?
No,
No,
definitely
no,
not
no.
spicy.
Real soft and subtle.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even have any utensils. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I said I went to Cooley before, right?
You from It's fine.
That must have been a while back. It's cool to close.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, don't take it.
Fran, right? Where did you
You
go
don't
to?
eat cheese.
Yeah, we were more.
You don't eat cheese.
What did you say?
Did you
I love it, Fran. No, we got to toast.
We got to toast the Thrift on the app.
This is a toasted drink on the app.
Let's toast the Thrift on the app for making this
To
to
the Raiders.
To the Raiders. Yes.
Happy hour.
To the
To
Raiders.
the Raiders.
There you go, no doubt.
All right, what we got here, Fran?
All right, so this is Chateau.
Chateau de Chiron.
There you go. This is
So-
cognac infused
Okay.
wine. So you have a mix of like a fortified.
It's 4 to 5.
Yeah, but where you gotta go? You gotta,
Hey man, I'm enjoying it. Man. I got a lot of taste stuff going on.
Drinkers over here, son. What's going on?
You guys ever seen Ratatouille? The movie?
Oh, the movie. Yeah.
That's
It's a good movie.
man, I'm into the flavor, man.
You bring this Ratatouille up like
It's-
every other podcast.
When it's a lot of flavor,
This is
Ratatouille
so
is a
good.
movie about a mouse who was helping a man.
It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
It's a good cartoon,
but it's good. And it's about flavor in food.
Yeah.
The different variations and the different.
Right.
It's different, ain't it? Ain't it changing on the bites?
Yeah, subtle.
Ratatouille.
And this is all cheese?
Yes,
it's
Brix.
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Brix.
Brix.
Yeah.
Is that a
And they have
camembert?
different kinds of Brie.
That's okay. Yeah, they do.
Because I go
Is
to
that camembert?
Whole Foods, and I always pass the Brie up. Next time I'm going to say, hey, that's
Especially the
snowing.
wine.
That's snow outside. It's snowing, guys. Snowing/raining.
Yeah.
Welcome to Michigan.
Hey, about time.
Right.
I know.
We've been having a really
I don't know what
good
y'all mad about.
weather. Yeah, we had great
We
weather.
got away with murder.
Yeah,
We can't even
we
get mad
had
about
great weather last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even have no long john outfit on.
Right. Yeah, I came in with no coat. Right.
I
So,
know, I don't really work so
my next wine question would be, is there a proper way to hold the glass?
It's so funny.
With your fingers.
Just hold it with your finger? Because I see people do it like this, and like
They
this,
tell you,
and be
like-
like this.
Depends on your jury.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
Depends on the jury.
Well,
It depends on and your body
and your finger ring. Your finger ring.
Your body heat affects the temperature of the wine in the glass.
Right.
So,
So don't cup it.
If you're drinking a white,
If you're drinking a white, you can
yeah, hold it by the stem.
what's wrong?
hold it by the
I
stem.
caught the whiff for this one.
Oh yeah, that's the cognac.
Oh, yeah.
But isn't it a certain way you hold the
What's the
bottom
percentage
when
of
you're
this one?
pouring it?
I think
No,
this is
No,
19%.
because you only pour it for a second, so it
I'm pretty
doesn't
sure
matter.
it's 19%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, but
It's
you
just-
don't pour from the neck.
Okay, that's why I say it's
Yeah.
a certain way you pour when you get
Yeah,
ready
I mean, most
Well, the most
people.
important thing is to pour it with the label facing you. You
Okay.
should not
As
pour with
served.
the label when you're serving.
Yeah, when you serve.
The label
Why is
should
that?
So people can look at the label. Right,
be. They can look at the label, and also, you make mistakes, and sometimes the wine,
Drips up the label.
yeah,
All
drip,
right.
drip, drip, drip.
Okay.
Right.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, this one
This
is
is
only
cognac
18%.
infused?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's brandy.
Is this the one that you gave us that didn't
Yes.
have a bottle?
The one she won't sell.
Yes.
Yes. See that bottle?
Isn't it
Yeah, 'cause
delicious?
this is the one I wanted to
It really is.
You like
Yeah, I love this one.
Good, right?
Yeah, this is.
I would like to say thank you to the Brix Charcuterie.
Yeah, that word was
Charcuterie.
That word
Charcuterie, honey.
that
For their wonderful
Yeah,
hospitality.
it's gonna be slippery by the end of the
Guys,
day.
I really think you're gonna enjoy it when you come down. Hey, we haven't even discussed office hours.
Yeah.
So we're open Wednesday through Saturday. So Wednesday and Thursdays, we're open from 4 to 11. And Friday and Saturday, we're open from 4 to 1.
Okay.
Those hours will change when the summer months come.
Right.
We're hoping that we're working on a patio right now that will seat up to 75 people.
Some outdoor wine.
Outdoor wine, we want to do delivery.
Really?
We have our retail program kicking in.
So I can order a bottle from my house.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
And you can get it right at your door.
I'm talking. I got family coming in from
Wait, hold on, wait.
California.
That's going on now?
No, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
Listen, when I tell you this, I'm gonna say
Nephew.
72 now. No, she just turned 70. Don't let me add no ages to my name. And we partake in libations.
Yeah, no
And
doubt. As
she
you
she
should.
hooked me up on how you can order and they bring stuff to your house.
wow.
So if you guys are doing that, I'm sure we're gonna give you guys a call.
Oh yeah,
It's
without question.
definitely happening.
Yeah,
Yes,
without question.
yes.
So we're just trying to we're gonna partner up with a delivery service, Flash Delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Sister that owns it. Tatiana, I don't know her last name. Got it. I think it's Evans. But she has to get a license, which I didn't know. But anybody
To
that
deliver
delivers,
wine.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's one of the delivery services. And then this area we're gonna deliver by bike.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, you
I'm
look
gonna
at
get on
it.
I can't get my bike covered.
You know I love bikes. So, Chance, you got any other questions?
That's interesting.
Not at this moment.
Not right now.
All right. So how's everyone's libations?
How do you guys like the foundation round?
I'm enjoying it. I can taste the
Okay.
cognac in it.
It's good.
I would say the old me would have said I can taste the liquor in it, but cognac is all wine.
I know.
That's all
It's
wine.
good.
So
Actually, it's really
I can
good.
taste all the wine.
So
I'm educated, you know.
Rose will tell you,
I'm gonna tell you one problem is,
What?
I was almost a real drunk. I used to keep a Hennessy in my pocket.
Yeah.
Years.
You was keeping wine in your pocket.
Well,
And you was keeping wine.
Yeah.
So you thought you was keeping
Right.
that.
No, it was Hennessy. So every time I go here and the cognac hit my nose.
Yeah.
I had a flashback.
Yeah, because that's
So I had to walk it off, and but I love it. I love this one.
So you love the
'cause
way
it's
it tastes.
sweet, and you really can't taste the cognac in it.
You can smell it.
Because
Yeah, you can smell it.
Because I love the way it tastes, but I just don't like the way cognac smell.
I can't get the smell.
Yeah.
You used to walk around with Hennessy in your mouth?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Sorry, I did not.
That's me at the table.
It was a pint. I kept a pint though.
Did you?
But here go one thing that most cats don't know. Detroit was the highest selling cognac. We sold
That's
more
when I was drinking
cognac
cognac. Yeah.
than
No
anybody
way.
in the
The
world.
highest consumers.
In the world.
Cognac in the world.
In the
No
world.
way.
Wow,
Yeah.
in the world.
Detroit.
Right here in
Yes,
Detroit.
yes, people
I
love
think
the
New
cognac,
York
all
and
different
Chicago
types of
took over,
cognac.
but we still the top three.
Oh yeah, it was Detroit.
Wow.
Who
Yeah.
took over?
Chicago and New York under two. I
Wow.
can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, we was
Highest
up there for a
consumers of
long.
cognac.
We naturally gravitate towards sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when we see people come in here, the one thing that we can't keep in here is Moscato. Like people love Moscato.
Yeah.
And that's fine if that's what you like. But people, you're right, like tiny. I used to drink it too, like
Right.
15 years ago.
When it came out.
You know, right?
I can't drink it.
But, you know, that's what people like. But our goal here at Brix is to make sure that we educate people so that they understand that, okay, this is where you started. But give us an opportunity to take you somewhere else. Take you somewhere else and show you something different.
Right, that's how she did it.
Yeah, I started with Moscato. My transition was different. I started with Moscato and I ended up with Sauvignon Blanc. Then I went to Argentina with Fran. He was working. And we were at a restaurant and I was like, oh, I'll take a glass of Sauvignon Blanc. And they were like, no.
You gotta take this ball
They
back.
were like, have some Malbec. I was like, no, I want some Sauvignon Blanc. And they were like, no, try it. But my earlier experiences was, it tastes like I'm biting on a tree. I know all the wine enthusiasts out there are like, ah.
Right.
But I didn't drink red wine. I just wouldn't drink it. I was like, it tastes like I'm biting on a tree. It was bad. But I tried the Malbec and I was like, oh, I can handle this. I went from Sauvignon Blanc to Malbec, which, you know, most people,
Moscato.
Moscato to Malbec. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, when they transition, they kind of do it like, oh, we're going to start with the Pinot Noir, and then we're going to take our way up. No, not me. I went straight to Malbec. You know, so, but the idea here is to not make it so pretentious, but to educate you where you don't feel like you're being overwhelmed and hit over the head with, oh, you gotta learn about tennis. Oh, you gotta learn about this. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Come, tennis.
Okay.
Come.
Wait, we gotta rewind it.
Okay.
You see, the wine is slowing me down and my reflexes and everything.
What?
So my questions
I'm
are.
blaming on the wine.
Oh, I'm
What
blaming it on
happened? What happened?
Where?
Now the Malbec.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yes. Break that down.
So Malbec is a grape from. Actually, it's a French grape.
It's a French grape, but people don't know that. They think it's an Argentinian grape.
But because again, marketing. So Argentina just took over Malbec.
They
Like that's
did.
their grape. Like that's their country grape. So they did the same thing that California did with Sauvignon Blanc. I mean with Cabernet.
Cabernet.
Right. So they took over Cabernets in the country. So Argentina did the same thing with Malbec. They had the soil that grew a great Malbec, but it's actually a French grape.
It
and
is.
They stole the grape and they took it over to Argentina.
It started growing.
Like
They
shit
started
is
growing
mine.
like what? This is ours. Like what? It's a Mexican
And
grape.
you have all these new world
That's the
wine
American
drinkers and
wine,
they're thinking that, oh,
Malbec came
it's
from Argentina.
Argentinian.
Actually
No,
came from
it's French.
It's French.
It's a
But-
French grape.
But it's a different grape, and Malbec is kind of a middle of the road red for everybody. So
Either
it's
you
not-
like it or you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's still middle. It's not a dry. And it's not a sweet.
But
So
it's-
kind of like it's like Merlot's cousin.
But it's a
So-
little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's a little different. You know what
A
I'm
little
saying?
fruitier.
Because you're introduced to Merlot in so many. You always introduced to Merlot because Merlot is in so many wines, red wines, and people don't know that. They're always like, I hate Merlot. Well, you drink it. You might not even realize.
Blend and Merlot.
Merlot, when it comes to
balances
blend, Merlot comes in and it balances everything out. But Malbec is like,
everything. Stand on its own.
and yeah, either you like it. That's what I've learned. Like for me, I was like, oh, I love Malbec. You loved it too.
Right.
But then opening up Brix, you have people like, yeah, I don't like it. And then you have somebody like, I love it.
Right.
There's never anybody that's like, maybe. No.
Right.
No gray area.
Right.
None. It's like, I hate it, I love it.
Yeah. But it's still a good grape though.
It's a really good
But it's one of those middle of the road grapes.
Yeah.
I think as soon as some rappers start rapping about wine,
Oh, yeah.
Everybody gonna love it.
Right.
They rap about
Yeah.
ball back. Ball back.
Ball back in my
Let
feet.
Jay-Z say it.
Yes.
His next
ball back
album should be ball back.
Yes.
it's over. Y'all, it's over.
And everyone gonna love ball back.
I've been drinking this for 20 years.
Because now everybody looking at the clock like it's 4:44.
I know. Where's the ball back at?
It's 4:44.
It's about 10
Right.
happy hour.
Right, it is. But you
All right, so
know,
we're gonna hit the port.
I would like to.
we
All right.
should
Like
go
to-
to
yes.
the white port.
All right, so
Now, while we
That's the white
while
port.
we taste
I
the
got
port,
the white port.
You have the white port.
Yeah, you guys had the white port and you wrote about it. And
yeah,
I told a friend, I was like, listen, it was like a whole stream
right.
all the way
Right.
down south
I like
about
I
this
like
white
the
port.
Yeah,
Give
I
it
like
a second. Y'all about to see something from this.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
I had
it.
a question.
Don't worry,
Oh,
we
which
got-
one? Does it matter?
Same glass.
Okay.
Same glass. I'm gonna finish mine first.
What was I
all
gonna
right, so
Oh, I have a
All the
question.
lightweight should leave the table.
You said what?
All the lightweight should leave the table.
Right.
No.
Not you. They talking to you.
All right,
You gotta stay.
you can say.
So my next question would
Because I'm
be,
high.
how is,
I'm totally high. That's so funny too. I mean,
Okay.
how was your reception in Detroit been? And in your neighborhood, how was the reception? How are the other businesses?
Now that one warmed up. Felt like a shot.
How are you being received?
You know what? Honestly, it's better than what I thought.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what to expect. Fran's been in the business world much longer than I have.
Right.
So for me, this was something new. You know, he's used to it. He understands the nuts and bolts of it and all of these things. But for me, being an African American woman, and this is just me being for real from my perspective, being an African American woman, and I always think about, a friend called me a bra burner one day. It's so hilarious, but I'm not a bra burner. But I do understand. I thought it was funny to say like
That is
a bra burner. Like, no, dude, I'm not a bra burner. But what I do understand is
I'm not.
not. No, but what I do understand is, when I look at the three of you, you guys have always been invited to the table. Even if there was some other intention behind it, you still got a seat. You still got a seat.
I see it's important.
Right, it is so important.
Yes.
And when you got the seat at the table, you understood, even if I don't like this dude, I gotta help him.
Right.
I gotta help this dude. Because that's just the way it goes. Because that's how business has been conducted forever for men. Not only black men, because you weren't always invited to the table.
Amen.
You had to make our own.
Right. And I recognize that. Like, as a black man, I know your struggles, but I don't know what it feels like to have those struggles. But what I do know is, as a black woman, once I'm invited to the table, I have a responsibility. I can either eat and feed myself, or I can feed somebody else.
Reach back.
You have to.
Most definitely.
So we don't always get a seat at the table. So it's a little interesting. If I can just really be honest, it's a little interesting because not all the time do I have women that look like me that's so accepting of what I'm doing. If I can be honest, because I don't want to sit here and sugar. Right, I don't want to sugarcoat shit. Sometimes the reception ain't that good. Unfortunately.
Right.
So for me, when I wake up and I come in here every day and I look around, I'm like, you know, some days I have them days where I'm like, you know what, I don't even know why I'm doing this.
Wow.
That's real cool.
Cheers.
And I'm listen.
You need real talk.
You need to build a day.
This is true.
Oh my God.
Listen.
That's because that is the entrepreneur thing.
Yes.
Right. Like, why am I
that's a
doing
struggle.
this?
I've been in business 18 years in Detroit. And I don't mean to cut you off. Thank
No,
you.
you're fine. You're not cutting me off.
But I totally understand those moments of, why the hell is he doing? Why are you working 89 hours a week
Right.
when you could easily go do 40 for somebody else?
Makes
You know what I'm
sense,
saying?
man.
So why? But when I tell you, and this is only because of 2017, when I tell you 2017 is explaining a lot of it to me, and that's why people tell you to hang in there.
Right.
Because 2017 for me has been my best year ever in business.
Awesome.
That's why I'm late today. But I say that to say, for all people who want to do what she's doing, you gotta hang in there.
Yeah.
You do.
You have to
I
hang
agree.
in
You
there.
have to.
Even when you questioning yourself,
Yes.
you have to hang in there.
have to.
I mean, I had family members like handing me applications, like, when you gonna get a job? And I'm 10 years deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Yeah.
you gotta hang in there. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, you're right. But for every moment that I have where I'm like, why am I doing this? I have moments where I say, I know why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was in the vault one day, and this group of folks rented out the vault, and there was this young lady in there. And she just kept talking to me, and you know, if you give me a little rope, I'm gonna just keep talking to her.
Right.
I'll just keep going, and she was talking and talking and talking. So when she got up and left out, she said, can you step outside with me? So I'm like, well, okay. Usually when folks ask you to step outside.
I'll be behind her.
I was sitting there like, do I need to call the family? I go outside, and she said to me, she was crying, and I was like, was your service okay?
Right.
She was like, it was stellar. She said, but I want to say to you that I woke up this morning and I wanted to give up everything I was doing. What happened was we were in the bar, and a young lady, she was 23 years old. She said, what makes you keep going? Because I know there's trials. And I said to her, and I don't want to make anybody emotional here, but I'm being honest about this is my truth. I said to her, I said, you know what? I've had days where I wanted to give up. I said, but you know, I took my mother to the doctor because I thought she had food poisoning. And 6 hours later, I found out she had stage 4 colon cancer. But she fought. She was wheeled in to have surgery. The doctor told her she wasn't going to make it. They told her she wasn't going to make it, but she still kept fighting. Every day, she got up, she laced up them gloves, and she fought. So if she can do that with something that crazy staring her in her face,
Wow.
I can do this.
Right.
Yes.
So I said, you know,
Easily.
right, and that's what I said to them.
It's a
And the girl
cakewalk.
was saying she wanted to give up. I was like, you can't give up. You a
Right.
punk.
Yeah.
Excuse me if anybody take offense to that. But listen, this lady was faced with stage 4 colon cancer, and 3 days later was being wheeled into surgery
Right.
to have a third of her colon removed. But not once did she give up.
She did.
So if she can do that, God knows I can do this.
Right.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah, selling the bottle.
God knows I can. So selling the, it kind of seems like something real trivial at this point.
Like, we
You know what I'm
box
saying?
and
So
give it
I
up.
was like, you know, and I said that, but I wasn't even thinking about who was in the room at that moment. I was just in my zone,
Right.
like spitting my truth. And she asked me to come outside. I went outside, and she was like crying so hard, and she was like, I woke up this morning and said I was gonna give up. She said, but in this moment, it was rose all day. The day we had the rose.
Not rose all day.
Rose all day. She said, I thought the rose was so good it had her upset. Like, it's so good. But no, you know what? It inspired her. So I also understand that I got a responsibility.
Yes.
That's bigger
To
than
show people that
anything.
it can be done.
Yeah.
Even if this does not go any further.
Exactly.
I
You're a
understand that.
success already.
Yes.
I understand that
Yes.
I got a responsibility for
Yes.
anybody that's coming behind me. And they say, you know what, if she did it, I can do it, especially a young black girl.
Right.
Yes.
And I love all people, but I'm just saying for our people, because sometimes we are so boggled down and so weighed down with what happened to us 400 years ago.
Right.
That we don't understand that we do deserve something.
Honestly, that empowers me.
You
when I
know,
have to
yeah.
say
Right.
No,
We all
no.
deserve something.
Like when you say that, it made me think of when people talk about the people coming from war and the post-traumatic stress.
Oh, we all have that.
The
PTSD.
PTSD.
Us
We all
We
have.
experience that every day.
Every day.
and all we doing
I got a
is
video.
Every day.
wait
Every day we
for
walk
something
out
to
the
happen.
house.
Exactly.
Especially if you grew up in the hood.
Problem to come back up.
Yeah,
We all
You done seen somebody shot, you done seen somebody somebody robbed you, done seen somebody.
So if a soldier
I got
can
PTSD.
say
We all
that
do.
he changed his mindset because he saw a dude get his brain blown out,
Right.
why can't we say the same thing?
Because at some point we've all seen the same thing.
Yes.
We suffer. I'm not gonna try to say her name, but there's a woman who has a DVD. It's called PTSD, but it's her acronym is post traumatic slave syndrome.
Oh,
And,
wow.
yeah, and she said we all suffer, and when you listen to her, you'll hear it. I'm like, yeah,
Absolutely.
why wouldn't we?
We do.
Where's our retribution and Medicaid and all that
And
stuff?
because we feel like somebody owes us something, sometimes we don't work hard enough to get it. And don't get me wrong, we all deserve. But sometimes we feel like, you know what? You know what? We gonna get real deep.
Right, we gonna get deep because I also listened to another brother, and this brother said something very powerful to me. He said, and he was speaking to our culture. When we imagine the game Monopoly, when you get the game Monopoly, everybody's getting a certain amount of money
Right.
to play this game.
Everybody start off on the same page.
Same page. You got the same amount of money. This brother said, hey, I'm going to play Monopoly with you guys, but I'm going to take the role of the African. So they was like, well, what do you mean? He was like, I'm not going to take any money. I don't want any money. Because that's how Africans was.
Yeah.
Right? Once they said, hey, you're a human now.
Yeah.
You're not 3/4 of a man. You're a man. They didn't give you anything. They just said you was a man and you're free. Now what? You still ain't got nothing. So my man said he played Monopoly with no money. He said, now of course, I ran around the board a couple times, but it was hectic. And before you knew it, I was out the game. Quick. But look at us. We survived the game. We still here. That's a attribute to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you have that in you,
Tenacity.
you can do anything.
You can.
And we all have that in us.
And
Which says like I think we should all strive to be business owners because that's what it takes to be in business.
Exactly.
If you really want to know about what it takes to be in business, you could look at people that have been underserved. Whether black, white, doesn't matter. People that have just been underserved, and the tenacity and the will to become a part of society. And so if we have that naturally. In business, it should be nothing.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This should be nothing for us to do the same thing that every other business owner is doing. The equal part of business is everybody's going through it. I don't care where you are, where you come
we
from.
all face the same
We all
struggle.
face the same struggle.
It's the same struggle.
And
Same song, different day.
exactly. Same song, different restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. We all go through it. And I think why being black is in terms of having a business is a strength is because we've already went through it as a society. Like we already went through.
Got that built-in endurance.
You go back to slavery. It ain't nothing to just. Yeah, like we've been doing this for a minute.
So resilience is part of business. That's what
you gotta count that. You gotta be able to report that. You gotta be able to tell what you've done.
So resilience is
like we've been business owners longer than we even knew we were business
owners. As farmers, as sharecroppers.
Right.
That cheese.
I ain't tried this one.
Oh, you want to try
But
that?
it's good.
I started off selling rocks.
Actually, it's good with the pork.
I sold rocks to the kids in the neighborhood.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I went to my playground.
Real rocks.
Right.
Clarify your rock. They bought them.
I was selling the hell out of rocks.
Pooh. We gonna need you to clarify what kind of rocks you
I said cement rocks.
Go to the playground.
Where are you?
Go through all the gravel and I found the best.
So they thought they was on me. So they thought it was spectacular because it was like different shapes, sizes, and whatever. Yes.
It's sold.
Yes.
It's a tribute.
Yes.
Yeah, you from where?
But I can understand that though. Yes.
Yeah, I know me, boy.
And then they parents come knocking on the door, mad that I was taking their kids.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, and then come back to the door.
Shannon, next door neighbor. Shannon.
You sold my baby a rock.
I showed
You
you.
told me, yeah, you know me. He told his baby a rock.
Hey, give me some
Let's
more
see him rock.
Brix. That was
funny.
good.
Yeah.
So it's red. Y'all hit the white.
Can I see
the white portion?
Yes, I hit the white.
You got to tap out. How many tap outs we got? We got 1 tap out, 2 tap outs.
I'm gonna have
No, it's all right.
They not tapping out.
We're still rolling.
No, I know he ain't
You guys, this is so awesome.
Let me have
I love it.
Don't make me call my wife.
Oh, you fine?
We got,
You know that was on my mind to get a rap.
I ain't tell you I'm stepping out.
I know that's right.
We good.
Right.
Y'all messing with a pro right here.
Amen.
She's a pro.
Yeah, she was here last time.
She don't want to.
We not condone alcoholism. Let me
I like that one.
There you go.
It's doing something to me.
He was chilling the last time.
I was relaxed, like,
But no, this. Ooh, I like the pretty color.
All right, now hold on. This one is like
That's the
dry.
ruby red port. So you had the white
What
port.
my?
So you guys had the white port.
The ruby red.
Oh, bring it up.
You gotta get.
I want
I'm
those
just
at
trying
the
to
red
do the
again.
red.
McCartney friend.
Yes.
What cheese
Don't
go
give me
with the
none.
red?
Yes.
I'm
You
like,
talking about
can we get
You
the
gonna call me like you know? Okay, Tiny.
Yeah,
That's what they call me. They call me Tiny.
Yeah.
You gotta relax, y'all. You gotta relax. You do it.
That's a good blue cheese.
No, I'm just you fast.
Tiny,
Where you get that blue cheese from?
Tiny, what can you drink? What are you drinking?
Moscato.
We've been drinking. We and her was on the same side.
We was until you
And then
passed me up.
My alcoholism kicked in.
Yeah, it did. That's like going out.
Pour everything. Pour everything.
I love it.
The rest of the
That
night.
really
I
goes
love
good with blue
it.
cheese.
Yeah, I'm gonna sip on this.
Don't pour them on your glass. Just drink what you got in your glass. Yeah, you take the cork out the bottle.
That's
You know
blue cheese.
what?
Ruby red.
This has to be.
So funny.
Yeah,
Ruby red.
What's this, Kaya?
Come on.
Who's this to? Who? What?
I want to be able to do what you
Huh?
want.
What's the toast?
It is. Look how dark it is.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy These people.
Yes.
No doubt.
Listen,
So
this
Ruby
is
red is
probably the
different than
best
white. I like
interview that I've ever had.
Really?
No, really,
And you
listen.
know what's crazy?
And it's not your last.
People never say that on camera. They always wait till we cut the camera.
No, I'm saying it now. I've been interviewed a ton of times, and sometimes it's at 8 in the morning, and I'm at home pouring wine in my glass. I need a drink. I
Right,
can't
gotta
do
get
this.
it together.
Fran is always like, "You'll be okay," or I'm calling her like, "Hey, come with me. Nobody's with me. I need somebody to come with me for this interview." Tomato like, call Tiny.
I do.
Her nickname is Tomato.
But I
My
was saying her
sister.
to call her. I was like, call her. Because
But,
that would be already there.
but usually at home, I'm always with a friend, and I'm like, I'm so scared. I don't know what to do.
Right.
Because believe it or not, I'm extremely shy.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
No.
Yes, she's
Guys, don't believe that.
Back now, I'm with you.
Don't believe
I'm
that.
with you.
Where
I'm with
she-
you.
That's
Yes,
because
she
I got folks with me. That's
Yes,
why.
she
Right?
is.
But
Yes.
usually she is.
I
Yeah,
am
she's
so-
very shy.
And then she makes me nervous. Pisces. And then she makes me nervous.
Fran, what's your side?
Libra.
And Capricorn season is almost here.
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer.
Yes.
Tiny.
Gemini.
Uh-oh.
He said I said, baby.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But
Self-centered.
this she really speak
Drink
up.
up. Get the drink going.
Drink up. But honestly, this is the best interview I've had.
Really?
Swear.
It
Give me
is.
a real.
No doubt.
That's Brix. Sorry.
It's the absolute best interview I've
We
had.
appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you guys so much. I love that Tanisha and Christopher, the Praters, told you guys to come here.
Right. I'm glad they did too.
And we stopped doing interviews. I stopped.
Really?
I have been. People have been reaching out to me, and I was like, you know what? Right now, I don't even want to focus on that. I just want to focus on trying to make Brix the best place it can be. And
Sometimes you have to be stingy.
you know, it just got to be too much. And a lot of people knew about my personal life when it comes to my mom, and I really didn't want to talk about that because I didn't feel comfortable. But this is a great interview.
Now, we just trying
And
to
you know
just-
what else? We got to do another toast because, who was it? Cranes,
Somebody
was it
say
Cranes or Metro Times
Metro
just
Times.
released
Whoa.
their top 25 restaurants in the city.
Oh, boy.
And
We're not
3
even a
months
restaurant.
in, we made 13. We made number 13, and I was like, wow, not bad for 3 months
Number 13
in.
out of
Hold
25.
on, wait, let's do a commercial real quick. B, give them the address one more time.
Okay, listen, guys.
Yes, give me the address.
Because we've been having fun and I know
Yes.
you've been watching.
Let's get back to the business.
The business of this all is this place is on the east side. It's right on Van Dyke and Kercheval. It's called the Brix Charcuterie at 7968 Kercheval Street. I need you guys to get down here and bless these people. Show these people. And when you come through the door, I mean when you hit the door, before you pass the vault, I need you guys to tell them the podcast and Hub sent you. I don't know if that's going to get you anything off.
It will.
They get you something. Tell them the podcast and Hub sent you guys.
We're going to have you guys create some kind of drink with the white port.
All right.
You guys create some.
We need you to go home and try to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll put it on our menu.
Oh, I go home and create it, 'cause I got the policy.
No, we're going to create it right here.
The
lab's right over there.
Yes, it is. And you have the text right here.
I got paperboard. I
You
love
got
that.
the text
Right,
right
you got the
here.
text. You got the scientists, man.
I got West Side up here. PA all day. Baby. Yes, baby. I know where you're from.
The Hennessy flashback, kick back in.
Welcome to the East Side.
All day.
East. This is where we get down.
Thank you.
This is where we get down.
I heard-
Number
I
love,
heard some
baby.
things about
Number
you.
love.
Wait,
Number love, baby.
And just for the record, this is our first show on the East Side.
Yes,
This
they
is-
said.
This is
They said they
No,
said first
no,
show.
we have Brother Mike.
White port.
Oh, we had Jesus.
Makai,
Yeah,
you
Jesus.
say this
Right,
is the first.
right.
This is the first.
No, we was
podcast
wrong.
on the East
Wait,
Side.
wait a second.
We got
was
invited
at the
first
church.
time.
What street was that on? We was with Brother Mike at a church not too far from
On
here.
Morningstar Baptist Church,
Yes.
they invited us
How
to
do
a
I know
church.
that name?
Yeah.
That's down the street on Kercheval.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's. Oh.
We've been to the east
That was
side
our
on
first
the other
time
side.
out the place.
Yeah, actually,
That was the first time out the place.
Right.
Right.
The east side. East side got a lot of love.
Like, I know what to do. You guys said one side Baptist church, she'll be like, yes. Is that your church?
Oh, Lord.
Swear she didn't know what to do.
Y'all said more than side. She like,
I just praise God. That's just it. He let me drink wine too. That's okay. Yes, yes. They drink it every Sunday. But they give a commission.
communion.
Correct me, little sister. Correct me.
Help her
That's all
out.
right.
I got you. You got my back, baby.
I do.
So, where we at?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what this podcast
All right, so
turned
we
into.
had the red board.
Listen, we want y'all podcasts.
Hold on.
The liquor kicked in and it turned your way and posted time.
Yeah. That's how it go. So,
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. You about to close it down? or something?
no, not quite.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm close, but not quite.
Because I wanted to go through each bottle again.
All right.
Right.
We're a little close.
We gotta make sure we hit all the points.
All right. So we started with a.
Cremandi Alsace.
Which I was. Well, I
So
was.
basically, it's a
Show us
This is
on the
sparkling
bottle.
wine.
Show on the bottle.
sparkling wine.
And
That
that's
bottle is beautiful.
You know what? Look at that
Yeah.
bottle.
Now, is
Look
that
at the bottom of that
bottle
bottle.
in-house for sale?
It
It
is.
is.
It is
And what would it
fabulous.
cost us?
So that bottle, we don't sell it by the glass, but the bottle itself will be $51.
Ooh.
Look at the bottle, though. Look at it. It's a
We
beautiful
was drinking. I knew it was good.
Questions.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait. Y'all actually cracked open some good stuff.
They laid it out for us.
Yeah.
I feel like I owe you more.
We'll make up on your next visit.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to drink this. What's in this?
Now, what
We're
is
about to get
that?
to that. We're about to
Okay.
get to that.
Okay, well, no.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We're
No.
backing it up.
No, let's go back then. Go back.
We're backing it up.
All right, so we
That back over there.
Did you show the people what that
It
was?
was there.
You don't have to set that.
This was second.
Right.
The
The second.
Scarpetta.
Scarpetta, you said it correctly.
All right.
Scarpetta.
I went to Coolio.
Another sparkling.
The Scarpetta was good.
It's
I
beautiful.
mean, everything I've had
Everything on
was
this
really good.
I'm feeling good now.
Did you guys enjoy everything that you've had so
I
far?
have.
Because that's really
I really
so,
enjoyed
and
it.
the third one that we had was
the pork. We had the Chateau de Chiron.
Chateau de Chiron.
Yeah,
which
now
is
this
cognac
is-
infused.
That's the start of the show
I
there.
love Chateau de Chiron.
That's the start. 18%.
It's beautiful. I love it.
That's 18% by volume.
So for the bros, they don't think the bros don't think they drink wine.
I would
Like
date
it.
her. Yeah, I would date her.
This right here is really good.
Yeah, very
you know,
good.
especially if you're on a date with your guy and he's like, oh, I don't drink wine. He will love this.
Right.
Honey,
It's
yeah.
And y'all gonna Uber back.
And if he don't, I do.
I can put the disclaimer on it.
Y'all gonna Uber back.
I had this last Saturday night, and I was like, oh wait.
It wasn't this one.
Yes, that's what
You had white port. I didn't give you guys.
You
this.
gave this. It smelled like this.
Okay.
The nose.
So we were white port.
The last one.
Oh, red port.
Next one was
White
White
port.
ports.
White port.
There's a white port.
That's what we got at home, B.
Right.
And they're Portugal. They're from Portugal.
I want to say I like the
They're
red
really good.
better.
And
I
there's
think I like the red.
You know what I do?
The red was the last one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
red.
But
You know what?
the white one,
The
some people
alcohol
like it sweet.
content is the same, but the red is heavier.
Yeah.
It comes off a little heavier for me.
And the white one, you can do ice, and you can
Yeah,
do club
we
soda.
talked about
Because actually, you
Yeah.
do.
I don't like mixing
Chiron
nothing
too.
with my alcohol. However it come out the bottle, that's how I feel.
I'm curious.
Yeah, because they tell you
I
that
like
because
that.
even you know what, even doctors, they don't say that
If
you
you
should
drink
drink,
it- if
but
you
they
drink
tell
it-
you should drink, if you're going to drink something, they would prefer you to drink the liquor by yourself.
Right. I'm like a chef.
But you have
If
to
you're gonna
taste
eat my
it.
food, don't put salt on it until you taste it.
I know,
You have
that's
to
correct.
taste
That's
it.
that,
I
that's
agree.
it. That's
You
that.
have to
I
taste
don't want
it.
them
I'm
to
not
mess
saying you
with
can
all that
never
other stuff.
salt my food or you can never mix the drink, but can we please taste it first?
Yes,
Just taste the
of course.
natural
That's all I'm saying.
flavor.
That's true.
Yep.
Taste it in its
That is
natural
true.
state.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna put salt on your food.
You can. I'm not saying you can't.
Okay.
I'm saying I set the plate in front of you.
Right.
You pick your fork up. Taste it first.
Right.
I might have
I
put a
don't
whole
want you
bunch
to
of
put-
salt on it already.
And you don't want to put
according
no
to your tasting.
And they don't want to put no
And you
hot
don't know
sauce
how it
and
tastes
you don't know
until you
how
put
on there.
Exactly.
I got low sodium count. Low sodium count.
You don't need no salt.
But let me tell you something we learned from. So give this bit something we learned that was really weird. We didn't even think we was gonna learn. Chefs that smoke tend to overseason. So anytime you go to a restaurant and things like really overseasoned, more than likely
He
the chef
smokes.
that's tasting is smoking.
You know what? That may be true.
Yeah, wow.
I do smoke, but I
don't smoke.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Woo! You on there.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
So,
they
you
know
know,
you smoke. All the people out there know you.
But we learned that y'all.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
We smoke
hey, I smoked on
I
camera.
smoke both.
So listen.
Okay, I don't.
But as to what you're saying, when
I
I
can
do,
believe
when
that.
I cook, I keep who I'm cooking for in mind, and I always don't cook for me. I make sure I cook for the person.
That's beautiful. I
You
think
know,
that's so beautiful.
I try not to, because I know how I like stuff,
Tomatoes.
and it may not be right for a diabetic, or it may not be right for somebody that
But that's the
can't
kicker.
have all that.
The kicker when people used to come to our show was we feed them.
Yeah, like if you come in house,
You come to the pool
you
table.
guys come to the
Yeah,
hub.
people.
No,
We feed you
Where's
first.
the hub at?
The hub is at my home.
Oh,
It's in the Boston Edison district.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, she changed
You
up.
should pool?
It's on the pool table.
I got y'all on it. I should pool now.
It's on the pool table.
Yes, I do.
Now we
We haven't been. I'm sure it's Thanksgiving.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the hub. And we invite people in before the show.
we had a pool table and everything.
Okay.
I'm trying to get
Like I showed
It's
these.
like certain foods you cook with.
No, I'll ask my guests.
I shot one time.
Whatever it is you like, I'll make
Came over, but I never
Just
just
sit down, somewhere, we'll eat first and then we go into the interview. It's time. So, family,
Hold on.
Okay.
family here and family there.
Let's talk to Facebook.
We know we've ran over. We know we normally give y'all the stuff real quick. But I think this really needed the time and the effort to showcase.
We need to finish the bottles.
We gotta finish.
We have this last one.
Yeah,
This actually it's
this
a beautiful
Barolo.
But
book.
wait.
Whoa, we ain't done. Hold on, wait,
We're
Byron.
not finished.
We'll be back.
We're gonna
So you want
enjoy this
Yeah,
banter.
we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. Hold on.
Enjoy the banter.
So what we got here in this crap?
This
Yeah.
Barolo
The
is
sexy
from the
crab.
Piedmont It's from the area in Italy that is called Piedmont.
Wow.
It is one of the most widely populated grapes in Italy. It's Barolo. It's a really good wine. It's big. We put it in a decanter so that it can open up and aerate. And I think we should try that before we go.
I think we should too.
All right, let's do it.
Absolutely.
This is this the after?
No.
Before the show is? Oh, I need a big glass.
We did not go in any kind of order. We just been
No, we
drinking.
just was drinking.
You gonna even try any of the red wine, Tony?
No, I'm drinking this right here.
I'm enjoying the red wine. The
It's
reds are
good.
good.
It is.
I
Just me to wine.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You got it?
Not too much on that one.
No, I got you.
It's high in
I like the
acid,
red
it's
smell.
very tannic, so you,
'Cause I
when
seen
you
this
drink
one
it,
been
it
open
might be a
for
little
quite a
grippy
while.
on
No,
your
it's
teeth.
good.
No, start over. What'd you say?
Yeah, break that down again.
It's high in acid and in tannins. So when you drink it,
I don't know what tannin is.
let me tell you, so this is the easiest thing for you to understand. When you drink it, you ever drink a wine and your whole mouth feels dry?
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like you have fake teeth in your mouth. And then blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Everybody knows what fake teeth feel like in their mouth.
Well, as
I got some theories. I got some theories. Trying to figure out.
It feels like
I am really trying to figure it out.
So Kai,
I'm sorry.
Makai, when you said tennis, feel like you just feel like your mouth is really, really dry and your
Just
teeth
drink.
is like glued. Touch your sister like that. Makai, you do it feel like your teeth is like glued to your gums?
I'm gonna It's dry. It's dry in your mouth. It's that wood.
It's really like air like puckering in your bed. You don't have nipples. You have nipples. when you drink
it's
wine.
dry.
It's dry.
Wait.
It's dry.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I would like to say thank you to Brix Charcuterie. I said that right.
You did. Brix
All right.
wine.
Hey guys, I'm growing up.
I think he needs to stay drunk.
Brix
That's
wine
good.
and
I'm not drunk, family.
It's Brix wine and charcuterie.
I feel good though. Say it again.
Brix wine and charcuterie boutique.
Ooh, it's a boutique.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a boutique.
This
It's
is my
small,
kind of
we're
place,
different.
family. Thank you guys for inviting us.
Thank you
Thank
again.
you. So that's what coming out.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank you, Kari, for inviting me down here because, you know, I was at home.
Say doing nothing, huh?
Kevin.
No, she said cookie.
Oh, hey, I got to get it. I got dressing to make.
Yeah, you in trouble.
No, I ain't in trouble.
This is nice.
I'm the one that got to stay up.
Exactly.
But when you drink it, you can taste that it's bigger.
Wait, I didn't
Okay.
taste it
Yeah,
yet. Hold on.
This one you gotta take serious, right?
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
serious.
It's very serious.
It's very serious. Very, very
Okay, wait.
Scorsese serious.
I just came up with another thing that I do sometimes and that I don't do sometimes with wine.
Shit.
I heard
And so I want to know am I supposed to do this?
I heard it.
What?
Are you supposed to like slurp the wine in your mouth?
Oh, all right. So.
Oh, God.
Yes, I want to know, but people need to know because I'm trying to be
All right.
educated.
So that's just for tasting. So until you get to a point where you like know the difference
Okay,
in it,
Don't do it.
don't do it.
I already did it.
But you did good.
Because I heard it. We was like,
Listen, Fran did it. We were living in New York, and we would go to this wine shop that deliver wines around the corner. They would have tastings every week,
Right.
and we would just go in there. So we went in there one day. I'm only gonna tell part of the story. He can tell the rest. And we're standing there, and the guy was like, "Come on, I want you to taste this wine." So Fran was like, "Okay, I'll taste it." And I'm standing there thinking to myself, like, I don't think he should let me taste it. He gives Fran some wine. Tell him what you did.
He told me to, do. He's like, hey, you gotta spread, you gotta swirl it. Like,
Right.
You
he
gotta
does it really
inhale.
good.
You gotta inhale.
No.
And he was like, and I was doing, he's like, no, bigger, no bigger.
And
bigger.
I'm standing on the side of him like this, like,
And all of a sudden, that reflex kicked in. It was like the Matrix, and it was like, it was just like everything froze.
a wine shower all over
No.
this man's face.
Seriously.
And I did this, I was like, oh!
And I was
That's why
No, you didn't.
He spit all in this man's face.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Makai moved back out.
They ran this out of New York. They ran this out of New York.
I can't drink from me right now.
I can't drink no more wine in New York City.
I was so mortified. I was standing like,
Actually, I thought it was hilarious, but you shouldn't have told me to do it. But the point behind it is, don't do it until And honestly, a lot of people don't do it.
But
They're
French
just-
though, he's been to a lot of wine tastings.
That's what I'm saying.
well, listen, so look,
And I was
take
sitting there
some in
thinking
your
like,
mouth.
how you do
Brix, you know how to do it now, though, right?
I don't.
But
Take some in your mouth.
Right, take it in your mouth.
Do this.
Hold on, yeah. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So basically,
Now I don't know what it does, but they say that's what you're supposed to do. You did it.
that's good. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, so what they do is just opens the wines up, open the wine up, so you feel
And it really takes the bitterness.
and you feel everything, like from the roof of your mouth to your tongue to the sides of your jaw.
You can tell if it's a long tasting or a short finish.
You feel on your tongue. You feel.
Yeah.
So basically,
It's everything.
it's air.
The tannins.
So like we said from the very beginning, like we said,
Bring it back home.
Bring it back home. So from the very
No
beginning,
tomato.
the wine from the time it comes off the vine to the time it gets in your bottle is still living.
It's
so
living.
When you do that,
You
do
change
that,
it up.
You change it up. So you open up everything that was in this bottle. So
Everything.
basically, what you're doing, swirling in your mouth, is what we did here.
Right.
It's air.
So
you
this
just
has
put
been
air in your
sitting
mouth.
in here for a really long time.
Yeah.
So
We
the
put
air
it in
opens it
there
up.
to open it up.
So what you're doing for a quick
that brings
quick burst is that air, you just throwing air in the wine. And this opens the
So-
wine up for what this did.
And you
What
have
it
to
took 30 minutes for
understand
this to
the
do,
oxidation
it took
process.
20 seconds for you to do it in your mouth. That's it.
Well, tell us the oxidation process.
Right.
Oxidation opens up the wine. So it just opens up everything that you not take because it's been bottled up. It's like, it's just been bottled up. It's like
But once air hits
it,
it
it
does
opens up.
something totally
Yeah.
different.
So it evolves into what it's supposed to
Yeah,
evolve.
it does something
So
totally different.
whole little swirl in your mouth just opens up what you're supposed to taste in this bottle. That's gonna take a minute to open
But
up.
it's already
Yes.
open up in
Right.
here.
Open that thing.
It's already open up.
Wow.
So we
I
don't
feel
have to do that.
real good.
So we don't have to
Go
open
ahead
this
on
up.
that.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
I love that it's already open.
I love it.
I
So
feel
when the air
good.
hit it.
I
When the air
think
hit it,
even
yes.
after this
It tells you what
podcast
the
is
wine is
over,
really
we should
supposed to
drink what we
Okay.
have open on this table.
Right. So
I'm
we got.
not in agreement with you. So, Podcasting Hub,
We gonna close this
No
bad boy
Name
out.
Podcast.
No name.
We would like to thank you for joining us. We're going to need you to share this show. We're going to need you to come visit the Brix. We're going to need you to tell them
Yes.
when you get here how you came about knowing about the
Stop
Brix.
telling
I
what you
love
learned.
how you drinking your
Man, but I've learned so much. I have. I've learned that red grapes are peeled. White grapes aren't.
No.
No.
Other way around.
Oh, it's the other way around.
Yes.
I didn't say I learned it all.
Close.
I'm close.
Close.
Okay. Warm wines you can hold like this. Red wines you don't.
The opposite.
Stop.
White wines, you know about this.
Your body temperature changes the temperature of the wine in
Okay.
the glass. So
I'm also learning
So
that I
cold
might be a little
wines.
fuzz.
You ain't learned nothing. It sound like you ain't learned nothing.
No.
You just got to
He's
reverse.
fine.
All right, what? Tell him about the slurp.
I've learned that I can have a few glasses of wine. and
Do the
still be
slurp.
fine.
Do your slurp.
there you go. That's the recipe.
I know.
Oh, wait,
Wait.
All right. With that being said,
It's a wrap.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Thanksgiving.
Year. Oh, no, man. I still got another month, man.
I'm going backwards.
Got another month.
Happy
New
Thanksgiving.
Year. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy birthday, Byron.
Happy Thanksgiving.
When your birthday?
Day after Christmas.
Hey. You may be here at the Brix.
Yes, we love that.
Yes.
No Name Podcast. We out of here.
I'll let y'all.
Bye.
Peace.